Before I came to USC, I went to an all-girls school in Maryland for 15 years that required a uniform for grades K through 12. 5 days a week, I would put on the same white polo and plaid skirt as a part of my daily routine. I never really considered the impact of not having a uniform would have. Students are bullied, degraded, and immediately judged for what they wear every day to school. However, just having a dress code in each school district could change many students' lives. Many students are against the idea of wearing uniforms simply because it's ugly, not flattering, or uncomfortable. However, studies have proved that uniforms hold a greater meaning than just for looks. The first U.S. public schools to enforce uniform policies were in Maryland and Washington, D.C. in 1987. At this time, many parents and school officials supported this policy because it improved a student's frame of mind and had significantly reduced discipline issues. This movement stemmed from the 1986 public school shooting in which a student was hurt during a fight regarding a 95 pair of sunglasses. The most beneficial aspect of mandatory uniforms is that it decreases crime and increases student safety. Kids are being hurt and killed in schools for simply their choice of clothing style, predominantly for wearing gang-related clothing. Around 160,000 students skip school every year due to their fear of intimidation or being attacked, reported SanduskyRegister.com. A study done in 2013 by the U.S. Department of Justice reported more than 50% of high schools are affiliated with gangs. In addition, Jay Wheeler, a Florida school board member, reported that just in the first year of implementing a mandatory uniforms, gang activity dropped 46% in grades K through 12, reported the National Center of Education Statistics. Another study in Long Beach, California, proved that uniforms increase safety in several ways than just gang violence. After 2 years of implementing uniforms in grades K through 8, district-wide reports of violence significantly decreased, reported Procon.org. Fight outbreaks decreased by 51%, sex offenses decreased by 74%, robbery decreased by 65%, and possession of drugs decreased by 69%. In addition to the decrease in violence, student safety is also ensured by intruders being easily spotted on campus and kids not being able to hide weapons under their baggy clothes. Violence is also reduced by implementing uniforms because it creates a level playing field among classmates, reducing pressure from other kids and bullying. According to Time.com, body type disappears and it's harder to visually see students' socioeconomic background. This eliminates competition between students' clothing choices and bullying of those who are dressed in less fashionable and less expensive clothing. A study done in 2013 by the National Association of Elementary School Principals concludes that 86% of school leaders say that uniforms make a significant positive impact on peer pressure. The study concludes that uniforms reduce bullying by 64%. This alludes to the importance of students having the ability to find commonality among others who they normally wouldn't associate themselves with due to their visual appearance. Another reason why uniforms are highly beneficial to the educational system is that it improved attendance and discipline. Students who felt uncomfortable going to school due to getting made fun of or being embarrassed about clothing they can only afford becomes a non-issue. Children from a low economic status don't feel inferior to others because everyone is wearing the same clothing. This leads to self-esteem being a constant issue among schools in all grade levels. Uniforms eliminated the external differences and many pressures are removed. In addition, uniforms raise student and teacher expectations. According to a uniform company, FrenchToast.com, students have shown that there is a link between how a student dresses and the opinions and expectations associated with them by teachers. When a teacher is presented with two children, one looking clean and put together, and the other looking disheveled, the teacher is going to give more attention to the child who is more put together and has more positive expectations regarding their academic capability compared to the other child who they view with lower capabilities and less attention. Even though this is unjust, it is a common occurrence. The prevalence of uniforms in public schools has increased with the support of public officials like Bill Clinton and the United States court system. The ruling that mandatory uniform policies do not violate a student's speech, regardless of if there are ways to opt out of the policies, was established by Michael D. Jones, a judge of Maricopa County Superior Court in 1955. Since then, 2 types of tests have been established by the Supreme Court to handle these court cases and lawsuits. In addition, today, most states have established laws that permit school boards to create a dress code within their district that promotes a safe, healthy, and positive, disciplined, and unifying community. In 2003 and 2004, 1 in 8 U.S. public schools required students to wear a uniform. In 2012 to 2014 school year, numbers have increased to 1 in 5 schools implementing this policy, reported the National Center of Education Statistics. In addition, mandatory uniform policies have shown to be more common in high poverty areas, according to procon.org. To help further promote a safe, healthy, and successful environment the students learn to grow in, uniforms prove to significantly support and help achieve a positive atmosphere. Uniforms would help students succeed in school more who feel embarrassed and judged for what their clothes look like. One uniform could change the life of a struggling student.